reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside your heart. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. Oh, all the pain and sadness that you feel. Believe in me, hold me close, don't ever let me go. Come and stay with me forever. Magic lives so long as I am here.
Microphone is connected. Okay. The cable must have moved a little bit. Thank you, Barbara. And hi, Hassan. This is going fine so far. How's yours? Audio, thank you. Yeah, no, I just saw it. The microphone was connected this time around, but it must have moved. So in Igniters, the cradle of the microphone moved a little bit. We are playing Cinderella Phenomenon, continuing with the Rumple's round. Remember, guys, in this vertical streaming, that if you wanna just listen to the narration, you stay here. If you wanna watch the gameplay, it's in the horizontal streaming in the same channel. Good to know that you're doing good, Hassan, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having fun. If you guys are, don't forget to leave a like. Based on that, I consider Rumple's advice, but I refuse to flirt with anyone again. Well, if you don't feel it, how awful. But I have no idea how to make anyone happy. Thank you, Mara, for saying that now it can be heard normal. Thank you for the heads up. Worst part is that this time I didn't forget to put the microphone. This mic just doesn't love me. Rumple told me that I cannot make anyone happy without knowing anything about them and listening to them like I did with Anis. But what reason do I have to listen to people? This is so frustrating. Days later, Rumple and I sit at a table waiting for our work orders. Rumple is on the verge of conversation when we suddenly hear Parfait speaking in the doorway. Rumple picks up on the words before I do and rushes over to the front door. He looked almost nervous. Who is at the front door? I excuse myself briefly, telling Anis that I will be back. I make my way over to the front door, and there I see 3 people in conversation. There is Rumple and Parfait and a very pale man. The pale man looks like death itself, like it might just kill over. We check the chat quickly. Can you understand language Urdu? No, Hassan, I apologize, I do not speak it. Excuse me. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I only speak Spanish and English because, in all honesty, I know words in German, words in Italian, but not enough to say I speak them. Goodbye, Mrs. Midnight. I need to go. I hope the streaming goes well. Thank you, Barbara. Have a good day. I hope you had a happy Valentine's. And thank you for the heads up about the audio. Cacao! Cacao, hi! How are you? And thank you for the comment yesterday, by the way, both of you. I am good. How are you doing? I'm happy to see you. Thank you for the support yesterday. I can help him. Rumple. He needs help. He can stay in my room instead. I can even restock the medicines on my own if need be. So please let me help him. There is desperation in Rumple's eyes that I have never seen before. He looks at Parfait pleadingly, all the while holding the man by the shoulder to steady him. What is happening? Oh, princess, this man heard about Rumple through one of the men in the tavern. He's sick and doesn't have a lot of money to pay for treatment. He came here seeking Rumple. He must have been able to find this place because he was cursed. Does he even have the money to pay? Rumple turns to me with a frown on his face. I have never seen him look at me so sternly. Princess, you remember what I told you before? He was insisting that a doctor's number 1 priority was to help their patient regardless of their monetary situation. Take him to your room then, Rumple. I will have Anis assist you if she's willing. No, Anis does not need to worry herself. I think she'd want to help you. The two cut their discussion short when the man starts coughing, a terrible hacking cough that paralyzes him. Rumple steadies him and then he begins to slowly move him towards his room. You have like una misa or a mass of a classmate from school. I'm sorry, Bara. Hope everything goes well, and I'm sorry about your classmate. You know what's the true purpose of life? It's different for everybody, Hassan. I think every person spends their lives trying to find it, and when we find it, trying to fulfill it. I suppose I will try to find the purpose day to day, exactly, because besides you can have a main purpose, let's say, but That doesn't mean it's the only one or the only thing that matters. And things adjust, in as life goes on. But you know what? I feel I look very pale, so let me answer the chat because Cacao is talking to me. Sorry, Cacao, I lost track of this chat. And I'm glad to see that you're doing good too, by the way. Thank you. You got your semester graduation papers and you got good grades. Congratulations! Congratulations, Cacao. That's wonderful to hear. And thank you for being here too, by the way. How is Rumble so fine? I know. He's my second favorite option after Karma. But I'm gonna make up live with you, just lipstick, but I feel that I need a little bit of color. Alright, not so bad. I mean, the lighting is not the best, but I mean, at least, as I said on a video of Miss Hugh, I don't look like I made out with the Joker. Oh, I currently got back in contact with an RPG Maker community member whom I wrote story and dialogue for about 5 years ago. Oh, nice, Cacao! And did you talk about working together again, or how'd that go? They took the discussion short when the man starts coughing. Oh, I read that already. Don't worry, princess. He'll be fine. What? I can see the worry on your face. Rumble will be fine. Why would I worry about Rumble? Because it's not like you to worry about someone you don't know at all. He looked so alarmed. I have never seen Rumble look like that before. It's not like him. Rumble knows what he's doing. I'll have someone else assist you with serving today, so no worries. Our fate comes true on her promise. When I go back to the bar, both Anis and Rumble are gone. Karma, or Miss Karma, is there instead, looking disgruntled. Waltz would be better at this. Why do I have to help? Because Waltz is busy doing his puppet shows, and Rumble is helping a sick man. Oh, well, I guess there's nothing to do about this then other than enjoy it. He flips his hair and smiles brilliantly. I will attract all of the customers today. Perhaps we should have a competition, princess. Compete with yourself. I'm really not in the mood for Karma right now. And I shall definitely compete with myself because challenging yourself is important. Karma picks up waiting tables fairly easily. I notice that he speaks very fondly to the girls, but they are not as receptive as they are with Rumble. Many times they ask Karma where Rumble is, and he seems agitated when he tells them that Rumble is busy. They seem just as irritated. Once my break starts, I meet Karma at the bar. He looks depressed. I guess if you and Rumble competed to woo girls, he would win. Darling, if I were to share my disgust right here and now, I would be the clear victor because your course makes it physically impossible for it not to happen. That's more than cheating. Ander! Hi, Ander Reynosa! You come to say hi because you're going to do live stream but short because you have a sore throat. I'm sorry, Ander. Do you have tea at home that you can add some honey to? That suits a little when the throat is sore. And by the way, guys, if you don't follow Ander Reynosa Games, follow his YouTube channel because he has gameplays of Hogwarts Mystery and he live stream video games as we do here as well. So don't forget to check his channel as you move from mine. Hi Andy, good, and you? How are you doing? Playing Cinderella Phenomenon on the horizontal streaming, by the way. Hey Kosh, you use mustard, and for the sore throat, really? Mustard helps you? Mira, I like it. It's one of my favorite condiments, but I would have never thought of it for sore throats. Does it really work? Since without this disguise women would flock to me, it is rather uncomfortable to have every woman in NGL fall in love with you. You look like you're judging me, princess. Because I am. If you only understood my plight. Karma and Rumble may speak similarly, but they are still so different. Karma is the type to complain. Rumble never complains. He's overworking himself for someone else. just like he went out of his way to apologize for me many times. My heart sinks a little bit as I think of him and Anis helping out the sick man. Rumble did not even want Anis going up there, so he probably wouldn't want me up there either. I could try to go visit him or I could go back to my room, let's say, because I am not sure which one of the two, but let's try going to Rumple's room. You're seeing me talking in YouTube? What do you mean, Andy? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm streaming, that's what is supposed to happen. Let me check the other chat a little bit. Maybe I'm allowed back in the team. Yay, Cacao, hopefully. To fix the dialogue English translation. Cool. Okay, Ander, best luck on your streaming. Don't forget, guys, to follow Ander Reynosa Games as well, because he's about to live stream, well, right now on Twitch. But your channel's the same, right, Ander? On Twitch as it is on YouTube? I think I'll go check on him. Check on Rumble? I hadn't realized I was speaking aloud. I look at Karma, who follows his eyebrows at me slightly. I honestly don't know how you can stand him as a partner. Why do you dislike Rumble so much? A lot of things, Princess, but that fight is between us and doesn't involve you. Then do not involve me. You have no need to comment on us being partners. Karma looks at me wide-eyed and a little shocked. Then a sort of knowing comes into his eyes and he smiles just a little bit. Yes, I think you should go visit him. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get him off your mind, would you? Don't you suck at this when you're not dating him. Well, when you're dating him too, but worse when you're not, unbelievably so, but yeah. Where am I from, Andy? From Mexico. I live in Fredericktown in the United States, but I am originally from Mexico. So if I have a thick accent, you know where it's from. He laughs a little before picking up his tray and rushing off to continue his shift. Best of luck with the getting back to the video game team, Cacao. Hope you go back to helping with the translation. For some reason, I feel like Karma was right. I make my way over to what I think is Rumple's door. The door is slightly ajar and I hear hushed voices on the other side. Those voices definitely belong to Anis and Rumple. I slowly push the door open and quietly step inside. If I'm allowed to keep working on it, and when I'm done fixing the dialogue, would you be willing to play the game on stream? Yeah, what's it about, Cacao? Oh, yeah, Cacao, what's it about? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So that I have the computer, the laptop here with the webcam, the monitor here, and the vertical screen here, so sometimes I don't know which one of the three to look at. But yes. Wait a minute, Karma is a guy, he looks very feminine, he disguises as a woman because his course, the Beauty and the Beast course, makes him, when he is in his normal man self, that he is an attractive man, women basically flock towards him. But literally, like he basically could get tackled by a notion of women that even if they wouldn't want to, the course basically forces them to. So he disguises as a woman, so he's not dealing with that all the time. But yeah, tell me what's the game about, please. But yeah, I think I would be willing to play it. Alright, you're from Indonesia. Cool. I haven't ever been to Indonesia, but I would love to get to know it one day. Hi Edward, how are you doing? Getting up to date with what? Tell me. Rumple and Anis are standing over the man, who is covered in blankets and coffee. A series of bottles sit on the table close by. None of the herbal remedies are working. We need a medicine for this. I'm sorry I do not have more money to offer, Rumple. Anis, please don't sound so sad. You have already tried helping as much as you possibly can. It's my fault for promising to buy the medicine that we need. Oh, no, that was Rumple. It's my fault for promising to buy the medicine that we need. I glance at the table where Alice is sitting. Beautiful cursive handwriting details everything that the patient needs. Everything is circled except for some medicine at the very bottom that has a star next to it. Is that Rumple's handwriting? Suddenly the two of them turn. They both look shocked to see me. Princess, what are you doing here? I came to see how you were doing. Princess, I'm fine. He glances down at the man on the bed, and his eyes sour a little bit. We've given him what we can, but the one medicine that we need is something we can't afford. Even with the money I'm getting from Lady Parfait, it isn't enough. I walk into the room and glance at the list. I look over at the total for the medicine and at the coins on the table that I hadn't noticed before. Did Rumpel use all his money for this stranger? What will happen if you don't get his medicine? Without this, the infection will spread and he could... He goes silent as the man starts coughing again. I can read the answer in his eyes even if he won't say it. The man could be in terrible danger, he could even die. Mexico and the movie of the soap opera Maria Mercedes. There's a movie of a soap opera? I wasn't the word. Rumpel looks defeated. He does not look like himself at all. I glance at the coins again, then at the list. Without a second thought, I grab both the list and the coins. Princess, what are you? I'll be back. I leave the room, even with Anis and Rumpel protesting behind me. I make my way to my room where I pick up the bag of coins that the king gave me when I went to the palace on the day I was cursed. Then I head for the door. I immediately head for the medicine store that we always frequent. I count out the coins that I need to buy the medicine. This will take all my money, but it wasn't as if I was going to use it for something else. I rush back to the margin with the medicine in a little bag, hoping that this is the one that Rumpel needs. It is dark by the time I get back to the margin. I make my way to Rumpel's room again and notice that he's sitting on a stool beside the patient bed, looking at him forlornly. When I enter the room, his eyes go wide. He seems even more surprised when I hand him the bag. Princess, is this? He opens the bag and lets the little vial roll onto his hand. How did you buy this? I combined your total with the money I had left. Rumpel just stares at me, clearly flabbergasted. Then his expression morphs into something softer, something more relieved. He steps forward and suddenly his arms are around me. He grips me tightly and then I hear his voice in my ear. Thank you so much, Princess Midnight. My heartbeat picks up slightly. It is so loud I think Rumpel might hear it, but when he pulls away he does not say anything. I'll have to thank you for this later, Princess. But for now you should leave. I don't want you to get sick. I'm too dazed to disagree. I nod my head quietly before moving stiffly towards the door. I glance back at Rumpel one last time, noting that he is checking the man's temperature. The moment I leave the room, a flash of light emanates from my chest. Yeah, I figured as much. I absently touch the glass slipper at my neck and then pause as I stare down at it. I feel a soft gasp leave my lips when I notice a fragment of a second slipper. I got my first good deed! I bought the medicine for Rumpel, but I only added in a few more coins to buy it. So what I did today was considered a good deed. I am confused, but at the same time I'm pleased that I actually managed to get a good deed. Then I only need 2 more. Well, yes, because it was selfless and it involved sacrifice, even if it was not much. It is already out, but it still needs fixing. Oh, okay. But what is it about? The game. I mean, just out of curiosity, not as a condition to play it, just out of curiosity, what's it about? The next day I go down to the tavern area to begin my work, but I am there a little early. Waltz is working on his puppets at a table, eyebrows forward in concentration. When I walk in, he looks up at me and smiles. Then he raises his eyebrows. Princess, congratulations! You got your first good deed. I did. I knew you could do it. I nod in response. His voice makes me feel oddly proud. That was it. I continue my usual work, keeping an eye out for Rumpel as I work my shift. but he never appears. A few days goes by, and it's only after the man leaves looking a lot healthier and stable than he was before that I finally see Rumple. He and the man speak at the front door to the tavern. No, really, sir, I couldn't take anything from you. Nonsense, you saved my life. I need to pay you back somehow. The man is holding money out for Rumple, but Rumple just shakes his head. I notice that there are dark circles under his eyes and that he looks tired. I didn't help you for the money, but I insist. That money could be spent on better things, like your family. You may not take my money, but I promise I will pay you back. Your health is all the reward I need, I promise. I can't thank you enough. After the man leaves, I approach Rumble. He turns to me and leans against the door. His smile is still tired, but bright. Ah, princess, come to heal my weary body, perhaps. I would so love another hug. My face becomes hot at the memory of Rumple's hug from the other day. And the natural rush of your cheeks is so sweet, princess. It makes me feel infinitely better. And your necklace seems different. I reach up to touch the pendant. Every time I get a good deed, a piece gets added to my necklace. Oh, right, you helped with the medicine the other day. Of course that was a good deed, princess. It was very selfless of you. Thank you again for that. That man tried to thank you too, but you refused his money. Why? And why did you spend your money on him? Because life is invaluable, princess. No amount of money could ever be more important than a person's life. Even if it's someone you don't know. Yes, because everybody has a life, princess. They have loved ones, families, sweethearts. And if I can help them, I will. And I will gladly spend any amount of money to do so. Okay, fine, but why did you not accept any money from that man? Because no amount of money, you needed that money. How are you going to buy more medicines without any money? Rumple's eyes widened. He was clearly not expecting me to ask that question, and she's right. I mean, I get that you're not gonna store people out of their money, but besides he performed the service and did it well, the man did heal, he does need medicine for future patients. Yes, it is a good deed since it meant a bunch to him, even though you only needed to add a few coins. Also, it is medicine, it helps people, exactly. But besides, it was helpless, you know, the guy, she didn't want to get anything from doing it. And that's what made it a good deed, that she didn't do it to receive something for her. What he said before, he didn't have much money, and it was true. I can't take money from him when he doesn't have much of it to begin with. I get that too, I guess. He was thanking you with money. You should have accepted it. Perfect pays you, does she not? Rumple's shoulders sag when he sighs. Yes, even though I won't accept the money from her face to face, she has to sneak it into my wallet. I would do it too, as the man. I would leave a pouch of coins around for him without him noticing. If she does that, why not just accept it from her? I'm trying to make a statement, princess. And Perfect does not seem to care because she sneaks the money into your wallet regardless. Ah, you have a point there. You're stubborn. We both are. I have a question. Why did you use your money on that man? You knew nothing about him. Did you do it for him? For yourself? Or for me, perhaps? His cookie attitude is the best! I get Rumple's doctor mindset, but still you need to stock up on medicine. Exactly, I mean, even that patient that you saved and you don't charge anything to, okay, he's fine now, but what about the next ones if you don't have meds for them? Precisely. I mean, I get everybody's point of view, but that's exactly why everything needs a balance. Rumple grins at me mischievously. Even with the tired eyes, I can still see the bright cheer in them. Hitting it right on the head. Again, you're becoming easier to read, my sweet princess. My work is so cocky. Well, no matter why you did it, thank you. That medicine was necessary to help that man. I still think you should have accepted money from him. You helped him, and did him a service no one else would. You should have accepted his gratitude. Princess, I told you. I crossed my arms and frowned at him. You're so stubborn. Rumpel's smile falters and he just looks at me sadly, almost guiltily. For some reason, the sight of him in such a state makes my heart sink. Wipe off that frown, you look better with a smile. Rumpel stares at me shocked. Why is he staring at me like that? You like my smile? What? I did not say You like my smile, and you complimented it too, princess. You have no idea how much this means to me. Rumpel throws his hands in the air. I resist the urge to roll my eyes at the exaggerated reaction. You get compliments all the time from women. Yes, but not as honest as yours. A compliment is valuable because I know you absolutely mean it. Well, it does have a point that it is the more real it feels. So I will keep those words close to my heart, because they are precious to me. Oh, wait, let's save that image because he always kept blushing like that. It wasn't anything like the spectacular compliments he gives yet. He still looks so happy. You two seem to be getting along. Parker appears behind us with a smile on her face. Sorry to interrupt, but midnight karma is slowly drowning. Drowning in table worry. Would you help him? Yes, of course. Rumpel looks disappointed as I am sent back to the bar, where Karma expresses immediate relief that I'm back. Rumpel retires to his room early that day, and he's given the day off. Both Delora and Parfait can see the tiredness on his face just like I can. He does not reappear for the rest of the day. At the end of my shift, I retire to my room. When I get downstairs the next morning, I am met with a familiar sight. Both Karma and Rumpel stand on opposite sides of a table, their voices rising in argument. They're fighting again? Me when I compliment, absolutely honest, and I always mean it. But I never get such a reaction. You mean real life cacao or you mean about the game? I'm just wanting to make sure. I happen to catch their words as I walk quietly downstairs. Who are you to criticize my work ethic when you are gone for several days, leaving me with your workload? It wasn't like I wanted to, and who are you to criticize how I work? All of the ladies I spoke to said that you showered them with compliments. What kind of professional behavior is that? I'm having a hard time believing you are a professional with the way that you flaunt yourself. At least I don't flirt with people to attract their attention. And you flirt with them and don't even realize the effect it has on other people. Flattery is not a crime. Just yesterday the princess came to see you in your room all because you gave her the impression that you like her. Were you actually spying on her? And you call me uncouth? No, I never heard her say it. And you are wrong. I never said anything. And you are wrong. I never say anything if it isn't truthful. Ah, well. Then the truth of the matter is that you must be in love with many women. Because they all seem to think that you'll get down on one knee and propose to them. You say some sly things, Miss Karma, and yet you're the biggest liar of us all. At least I don't lie to my partner. Let's say, because I believe it's different Rumpel, but I don't remember right off the top of my head all the game, because I haven't played it so recently. Let's see here. Rumpel tells me that he never lies. He tells me that he wants me to trust him. So I still find it hard to believe I do want to trust him. I walk down the rest of the stairs and stop at Rumpel's side. Both men look equally surprised to see me there. Rumpel has never lied to me yet. Karma looks up and stares at me for a few moments, looking startled by my sudden appearance. Then he sighs. Oh, Cacao, well, no one ever reacted to my compliments like Rumpel reacted. Oh, well, I mean, I do appreciate a lot whenever you tell me something nice in the chat, and I hope you don't feel underappreciated by me, Cacao. I'm sorry to hear that, because I get how awful it feels. You know that you actually say it, feeling it, and it seems to be whatever for the person. I'm sorry, it really sucks. Princess, a man that flatters everyone doesn't flatter anyone. At least he's not so conceited, he flatters himself constantly. Such a sharp tongue you have, princess. And you are very quick to jump to assumptions. You two are at it again? Yurien stops at the table and frowns sadly. Both men glance away from her cold gaze. Karma murmurs something before excusing himself. Rumple looks down at the table, his eyebrows knit together with frustration. What is wrong with you two? Why can't you just be civil with each other? Yurien, you're never here to see how this fight started. Karma is every bit a beast, attacking me for no good reason at all. But with your keen eye, you should be able to discern that, right? Flattery would work on me, Rumple. And second, I doubt this fight started without any bit of prompting from you. I swear I don't start anything. Karma is always irritable. He's like a woman during that one time of the month. Yurien walks away stiffly, leaving me with Rumple. I look at him, a little irritated by his earlier comment. He gives me a sheepish smile. Oh no, I don't feel underappreciated by you, don't worry. Thank you, Cacao. No, just making sure, because it is awful to be made felt that way, you know, when you actually say something nice to the person and you feel it. Thank you, princess. For what? Yay, diamond! For defending me. I swear I meant what I said. I would never lie to you. I mean every one of my compliments. Every one of my thank yous. You must know that since you came to defend me. Rumple, sometimes you continue talking when nothing needs to be said. But I'm just expressing the depths of my gratitude. It's not necessary. It was such a small thing to do. Princess, can you give me some help with the inventory? I am coming. As I turn away, Rumple waits. I'll see you later, princess. Who knows? You might get your second good deed. I resist the urge to roll my eyes. It feels like it will be a while yet before I can achieve my next good deed. Change of chapter, yeah. Alright, so we are gonna save it up to here, the start of chapter 6. And I think we are gonna call it short in this point, guys, because I do not think I have another hour or so, give or take, to finish another entire chapter. So maybe we leave it for the next time around and we